Hello everybody and welcome. Today I will be reading The Engineers, Where Does Metal Come From? By Tony Moon. Cam was singing a little rhyme he was making up to remind himself what things were made of. I'm knocking on wood that comes from the trees that grow in the forest. I'm knocking on stone that comes from the rock that's found in the hills. I'm knocking on bricks that are made from clay that is dug from the fields. I'm knocking on metal that comes from, Cam did not know what metal came from. Cam went to ask Uncle Bearing about where metal came from. It comes from holes in the ground, said Uncle Bearing. Big holes. Holes that go a long way down. Deep holes. It comes from holes. It must be a stone, or it's got to be clay, said Cam. Not quite, said Uncle Bearing. Let's dig a big hole. Big hole. Have you found any metal yet? As Cam was carrying the rocks Uncle Bearing was digging out, he began humming to himself a little song about metal. Digging and digging, what have we found? Looking for metal, deep in the ground. Pink rocks, blue rocks, yellow rocks, green metals. The only thing we have not seen. Cam looked at the stack of rocks he had. That is not metal, that's a pile of rocks. Not ordinary rocks, said Uncle Bearing. That is what we call ore. But now we have to heat up the rocks. Let us go and find a big fire. That is a big fire, said Cam. That is called a furnace, said Uncle Bearing. Inside, where the rocks get much hotter than red hot, they get white hot. The metal is locked inside the rocks, and the heat of the fire melts the metal inside the rock. When that happens, the metal turns liquid and forms a pool at the bottom of the furnace. Stand back, said Uncle Bearing. I'm going to pull the plug out from the side of the furnace and let the liquid come out. The hot metal poured out of the furnace and ran into channels made in the sand into the floor at the side of the furnace. That is hot, said Cam. It is a good job we were a long way away. The next day, Cam went to Uncle Bearing to the furnace. When it is cold like it is now, he said, we have the raw metal which can be turned into your cars, knives, forks, even tin cans. Just one thing, said Cam. The words do not match. I will have to make up a new rhyme. A joiner works wood, a mason works stone, a builder likes bricks, but the foundry man works iron. Thank you for listening to the video. I would like to send a special thanks to Tony Moon for providing this book to the public for free. You can see more of his content on tonyonthemoon.co.uk. I hope you've enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more.